Hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. In today's session, we are going to build an app that allows us to interact with data using natural language, or you can say that human text powered by large language model. This app will enable us to perform queries on the dataset, essentially allowing us to conduct exploratory data analysis through natural language commands. All right. Or you can say that in simple words, how we can chat with any dataset using LLM. So guys, to build this app, we will be use Streamlit and PandasAI and LLM3 70 billion parameters LLM. All right. So guys, before jumping to the development, we need an API key by which we can interact with Llama 3 model. So how we can get the API key? To get the API key, we need to register ourselves on Groq platform. Okay. So let's jump on it. So here you can go with Groq API key. Simple. And right now, this is the official web page of Groq. So simple, you can click here API key. And if you have not registered yourself, so you can register yourself on this platform. So you will be able to get the API key, right? So I have already registered myself and here is my API key, right? So you can delete this and you can create a new once again. So simple, click on create API key and here you can write Groq API key and just click on submit. So guys, this API key we can use to interact with Llama 3. All right. So now let's jump on VS Code in order to build this application. So guys, this is my LLM Pandas AI folder. Inside this folder, I have superstore.xls. I will be provide this particular file in description below. All right. So first of all, let me create a new file that is called app.py. Simple. So guys, first of all, I have to import the necessary library in order to build this application. So first of all, import Streamlit as ST and import pandas as PD. And guys, I need the pandas AI. Okay. And from the pandas AI, I need to import smart data frame. Okay. Simple. You can install this library, right? So I will be provide all the details in the description below. And guys, apart from that, I need a Groq platform from the Langchain. Okay, so from Langchain, Groq dot chat models, and I am going to import chat Groq. Simple information. And apart from that, I need import OS. So guys, these are the basic library for this project. And guys, one more thing, this Groq.com will provide multiple large language model. You can see here. Okay. So now what I'm doing here, so guys, first of all, let me initialize the language model. So LLM equal to chat Groq, and here we need to define the model name. Okay, which model we are going to use. So here we are using Llama 3, that is called 70 billion and 8192. So this is the model name. And here we need to define our API key, that is, let me copy from here. Simple. So do not use this API key. You can create your own API key. Now, first of all, what I'm doing here, I'm going to loading my data, right? I'm going to load the data. So simple df equal to pd.readXL. And here I am using superstore.xls. And now I am going to create a smart data frame equal to smart data frame. And here I am going to provide my data frame, right? That I read from the pandas. And here the config equal to, I am going to provide my LLM model. Simple. So guys, this is the very essential part. First of all, you need to initialize your large language model. Whatever the model you want, you can supply here. To interact with this model, you need to get the API key from the Groq, and that API key you can pass here. So first of all, I am reading the data from the Excel, and here I am going to pass that data frame into the Pandas AI smart data frame. So guys, let me ask the very basic query from this data set. So simple smartdf dot chat, and here how many rows and columns in the dataset. And let me use the print statement. So guys, remember one thing, once you run this particular program very first time, so here you will see the two folders, cache and export, and apart from that, you will see the log file of the Pandas AI. Now let me run this. So here you can see that cache folder is created and export folder is also created. And apart from that, Pandas AI log. And it is giving the answer. There are 9,994 rows and 21 columns. All right, guys. So guys, right now we are getting the output in the form of console, right? So you can see here. Now we can connect this application to the Streamlit. So how we can do that? So let me comment this. And here, first of all, I am going to create a Streamlit interface. And guys, here st.title. And guys, here you can define your sensible title. So let's say exploring conversation with data using LLM. All right. And now I am going to display the data. So let's say display data. So st.sidebar.header. And here I'm going to provide option. And so data equal to st.sidebar and then checkbox. Yes. And here let's say show raw data. Easy. And here if show data is true, then I am going to create a subheader and let's say superstore data. And guys, here I don't want to display my entire data frame. I want to display only top 20 rows. So df dot head of 20. Simple concept. And now I am going to create here, let me create more space. So simple user input for the questions. So user will ask the query st.text input. And here I can write ask a question about the data. Simple. And here, guys, we are going to display the response. So simple if st.button, okay, I am going to create a button that is called get answer. So once the user will hit on the get answer, so user will get the answer. So simple answer equal to smart data frame, right? So you can see here smart data frame dot chat, and here the user will supply the query in this variable that is called user question. Got it? And after that, whatever the answer I got, so I will be write that answer on the Streamlit. Simple concept. Now let me try only this particular code right now. So simple Streamlit run app.py, and here I am using this specific server port. All right, guys. So this spelling is wrong. So let me correct this spell. So it should be app.py. Now it will run. So guys, it is run successfully. So guys, this is the Streamlit environment, and here we can ask the query. So same query I am asking, how many rows and columns? Get answer. So guys, the first data frame has 9,994 rows and 21 columns. All right. So this is very interesting. And now let me ask other query. Let's say, please provide the sales data segmented by category. So guys, it is providing the chart, let's say sales by category. So here I have three category: furniture, office supply and technology, and here it is providing the sales. So what we can do here, we don't want this chart on the separate window. What we can do, we can invoke that chart in the Streamlit framework. And here, as I just mentioned, in case you want to show your data set, so simple, you can click here and you can show your data. As of now, I have display only first 20 records. All right. And guys, one more thing, whenever I am asking that query, right, or any query, that query I want to store as a history. Okay. So let me do that. So guys, right now we need to add two functionality. So first of all, we don't want to display the chart as a separate window. And apart from that, we want to store our history as well. So guys, let me add that history here. So st.session state question and history dot append, and here I am going to supply that user question. All right. And now let me declare, or you can say that let me initialize as well. So initialize the session state for the question history. So what I'm doing here, so if question history not in st.session state, so simple st and session state question history. So I am going to create a blank list that is called question history, right? So guys, that's how we can store the history in this particular list. And apart from that, what I'm doing here, as I just mentioned, I need the image path because we don't want to display that image as a separate window. So simple image path equal to, so your all the images will be saved in the export and chart and here. So let me show you. So guys, this is the particular place, LLM PandasAI export, and every time your chart will be saved by this name, temporary underscore chart, right? So let me supply the path here. So simple exports charts and temp chart dot png. Simple concept. All right. And here, once I have export this chart, right, then after that, I need to remove this image path. So fos dot path dot exist image path image. So first of all, I am going to load that image on the Streamlit. And here the caption you can supply. So simple, let's say sample chart and use column width equal to true. And then I can remove that image. Simple concept, guys. And in case you want to display that history, right? So let me display the history of questions. So st.subheader and here question history. And let me enumerate session state and history. Let me start from 1. That's how we can do that. And now st write f string simple, guys. All right. Now let me run this once again. Okay, so I don't want to show my data set. So first of all, let's say please provide the sales data segmented by the category. So when I'm going to click get answer, and here we are getting that particular chart in the Streamlit framework. And here this is the question history, right? And now let me provide one more query. Let's say show the sales and quantity data for each region. Let me click on get answer. So guys, you can see here, this is the sales and quantity, right? Based on the reason. And here you can see your question history. Easy. Now let me supply some more query. So can you display the data for the top 3 subcategories based on sales? Get answer. You can see here. All right, this is interesting. And apart from that, let's say create a pie chart showing sales by reason. Simple get answer. So you can ask any query based on your data set. So you can see here, this is the pie chart based on sales by reason. All right. And now let me ask, some text query. Okay. It means, let's say I don't want any kind of chart. So can you perform summary statistics on the data? Simple. Get answer. So guys, you can see here, we are having the summary statistics on the numerical data, and based on that, it is created the histograms. And this is the question history. Okay. And you can ask, some specific chart as well. Let's say draw a line chart using Python Plotly. Okay. Using Python Plotly for subcategory wise sales. Let me click on get answer. And guys, you can see here, these are the subcategory, and this is the line chart for each. And the last query, let me ask, in case you want to create the pivot table. Okay, so simple, let's say, can you create a pivot table that includes reason, segment, category, sales, and quantity? Now let me run this. So guys, you can see here, I have supplied the reason, segment, category, and quantity and sales, and it is going to make a pivot tables, whatever the prompt I have passed. And based on that, it is giving me the sales by reason. All right, guys. And here you can see your all the history, whatever you ask. In case you want to, show your data set, so you can click here, and then you will able to see your original data set from that file. Interesting. So if I'm going to explain this code, so this code is very neat and clean. So first of all, I need whatever the necessary library I required. And after that, I have supplied the large language models, okay, and my API key. So right now I am going to read my data set, and that data set I'm going to provide in PandasAI, that is called Smart Data Frame. So now here I'm asking the query smart data frame dot chat, and you can supply your prompt here. So we don't want a console anymore. So that's why we have used the Streamlit. So guys, here we are going to store our history of the questions. And here I am going to supply my titles. And I want to display only the first 20 rows. And here we are going to pass our prompt. All right. So once you pass your prompt, that prompt will be interact with smart data frame, and it will ask the query to the LLM. And whatever the answer we got, that answer we will be write on the Streamlit, and then we can store that questions in the question history list data structure. And here, as I just mentioned, once you run this script very first time, so 2 folder will be created, that is called cache and export, and the log file also created, that is called pandas.log. And here, using this particular file, right, we can export the chart on the Streamlit. And once it's done, then I can remove my image from my local. And one more thing, in case, let's say, whatever the question you are asking, right, based on that, it will be generated in the PandasAI.log. So you can see here, guys. So here I was asking how many rows and columns I have. So it is displaying there are X number of rows and Y number of columns. And then I asked please provide the sales data segmented by the category. So this is grouped by the category and sales and sum and the reset index, and it is generating that chart. So guys, whatever the question you are asking, that particular log, that particular solution, okay, will be captured by the pandas AI.log. So guys, this is very, very interesting. You can use this script. I will provide this script in the description below. You can customize according to your need, or you can use any other data set, whatever you want. Right now, we are using Excel. You can use any CSV, or you can interact this application to the SQL Server in case you want. All right, guys. I trust you enjoyed this session a lot. If you have anything, please feel free to share them in the comment section below. And until we meet again, guys, keep exploring. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.